What's going on, y'all? This is Rich from Gaming on a Budget, the channel that reviews free or cheap games with the hopes of recommending you guys some dope shit. So today's review is going to be on the game Apex Legends. I know, long overdue because the game's been out for some time, but I finally decided to bite the bullet, pun intended, and give this game a shot. Big shout out to my boy Tray The Prodigy for recommending the game. On my Warface breakout review, he requested it, and y'all know me, I try to do my best to give the people what they want. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the facts for the game. So the genre of the game is a battle royale FPS, first person shooter, developed by Respawn Entertainment. They also did the Titanfall games and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, published by the big dog EA, released back in February 2019, so about 2 years ago, created on the Source engine. Platforms you can play this on include Windows, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, the Xbox Series X, and the PS5. And is it crossplay? Of course it is, and that's what really matters on this channel. If this game is crossplay, so you can play with other people. So let's talk about the game. So there isn't much of a story to Apex Legends. Basically, it just consists of outlaws, soldiers, and overall misfits battling each other in a futuristic setting with some pretty dope weapons. Currently, the game's on its 8th season, and it plays like any other battle royale such as Fortnite, but each playable character, aka the Legends, have their own unique skill sets and abilities. So this basically made me think of a mix-up between Fortnite and a Champions game such as Overwatch or even Rogue Company. So the game as of now is purely battle royale with 2 ways to play: trios or teams of 3 and duos. Also there's a ranked section, but you need to at least be level 10 before you can access it. Speaking of ranked, Apex Legends became so popular that it's now part of the esports competitions, with professional teams battling out for that cash money. Whether it's for money or just for fun, it's up to you and your legend to battle it out and see who has what it takes to be on top. So I've been playing this game for the past few days, and I feel like I have enough to break down some specific points of the game. So without further delay, let's do this shit. So the first point, the visuals. So let me just start off by saying the graphics in this game are fucking dope. Like seriously, some of the best I've seen for a free game. I mean, this shouldn't be a surprise. Respawn Entertainment did the Titanfall series, and those games were visually really good as well. Also, having EA as a publisher probably helps out a lot. Even the trailer and the cutscenes are done in this really cool cartoon style that's a bit different from the actual gameplay. Everything just looks nice. Walking around the huge maps, noticing the details in the environment. There are a bunch of sick looking weapons too that we'll talk about a little bit later. Of course, the Legends themselves look great. So overall, this game kills it in the graphics department. So next point, the Legends. So like I stated, first things first, the Legends look really cool. Bunch of diverse, uniquely designed character models to appreciate. So like I mentioned, this is a Champions-like game, so each Legend is different for specialties and abilities. The Legend I use the most is Bangalore. She's basically a weapons expert with this small ability to throw this powerful grenade, and then an Ultra ability which basically calls a mini airstrike kind of thing. There's also Lifeline, who's the medic character in the game, kind of like Saint from Rogue Company if you've played that game, has the ability to use a healing drone to help herself and other players. There's 6 total rogues you can use in the beginning, but the other 10 you need to unlock or buy. Kind of annoying, but hey. I really like the Legends in this game. I think the abilities is pretty dope. Alright, so now let's talk about the mechanics. So there's a lot going on in the mechanics for this game, but I'm going to try to do my best to talk about each thing with good enough detail. So the first thing, the movement. Movement in this game feels really good. You basically have unlimited sprint, which is super helpful considering how big the maps are. There aren't any vehicles that I notice at least, so you have to depend on your own speed. One thing I did like is there's an option to holster your weapon so that you can run at your top speed. So in most games you have to switch to your pistol or your knife, basically a lighter weapon for you to run faster, or be completely without weapons to be at your fastest. But this game allows you to put your main weapon to your side so you can sprint faster. When jumping, there's also a decent enough edge grab. Also while jumping, you have a forgiving fall height in this game, so fall damage shouldn't really be a big issue unless you're jumping off a cliff or the map. There's also zip lines to help you quickly climb up or get down from something throughout the map. Oh, and sliding. Bunch of sliding in this game. Gotta love that. You can slide downhill to go really, really quick, so dope. So let's talk about the weapons. So as you guess, there's a bunch of weapons in this game, all of different types as well as tiers. So some of the absolute best weapons in the game, known as the S tier class, include the Peacekeeper, which is basically a shotgun, the R301 carbine, which is an assault rifle, and the Volt, which is an energy-based SMG. With 4 different tiers, there's a bunch of weapons in this game for you to try out. By the way, shooting feels really good in this game. Aiming, shooting, recoil, and overall handling of the guns in this games aren't too much of a hassle. Also, if you don't have a weapon, you can just kick the shit out of people. So there's also that combat as well with melee. So now let's talk about the items. So just like the weapons, there's a bunch of items in Apex as well. These weapons include armor to protect your main health bar, explosives like grenades, health kits, and of course, all of these also have their tiers as well. There's also attachments for your weapons like scopes for getting those headshots and stabilizers to reduce the recoil. Also, I thought this was really cool, but there's actually a knockdown shield you can get. So when you're knocked down by an enemy, the shield protects you from their attack until your teammates can reach you. I thought this was a great idea because in most games, once you're knocked down, you're pretty much fucked. It's like all you can do is crawl away on your knees and just hope that they don't come and finish you off. But the knockdown shield gives you a chance. To be honest, there's a lot of items in this game, and it can be a little intimidating or confusing, especially like how to access them. On Xbox at least, there's a dedicated direction on your D-pad for your grenades versus your health and the other items. So you just kind of have to play with it a lot to understand and get used to it. But that's pretty much the mechanics in a nutshell. All right, so let's talk about the highlights. Definitely one of my highlights is the mechanics. The game feels really good in a bunch of aspects. I like the shooting, the movement. Unlimited sprint is legit and a must for this game, and just overall combat. Like I mentioned, getting used to the items can take some time, but it definitely gets better as you play. Next highlight, the visuals. This game is just stunning. It looks really good. Again, not a huge surprise considering who's behind it, but I'm still very impressed with how great graphically this game is. Very smooth feel to it, and I don't know, it just looks great. It's just a dope looking game. Last highlight, this game is fun as fuck. Not gonna lie, at first I was really not enjoying it because the learning curve and I was losing a lot in the beginning. But as I picked it up and continued to play, it got more and more fun. I mean, I'm still trash at it and catching L's, but I mean, at least I'm having a good time, and that's really what matters, right? So, yeah, it's been fun. Final thoughts: Apex is dope. This game is good. Don't know why it took me so long to review this game. Should have been playing this game a while ago, to be honest. It's definitely a game I want to keep playing, and I would absolutely be down to play with other people, some friends, get a squad going. But this game is so good, I don't mind playing with randos either. This is just that good of a game. My final say, if you like battle royales with that champions feel, or you're just looking for a free FPS to play, definitely give Apex Legends a shot. But anyway, as with every review, I gotta ask you guys, what do you think? Are you playing Apex Legends? Have you been playing it? If not, do you think you'll try it? What legend do you use? Who's your legend? What's your main? Do you have a favorite weapon? Let me know. I want to hear all that in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like. And if you're new here, please feel free to subscribe. Videos on a weekly basis with game reviews, streamers you should follow, random free game news, just everything. Just going to talk about a lot of stuff on this channel. But yeah, definitely feel free to subscribe and get in on that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely stay tuned for some more stuff coming through. I'm Rich with Gaming on a Budget. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.